Hi everyone. So welcome to the live stream today. Very much excited for having you on our next session as we continue with our discussion towards the ICA May 2021 examination. And welcome to the stream. I see some of you guys joining on the stream. You are welcome. Comment in the chat box any questions that you have for me. This is going to be a Q&A session. So put in the chat box any questions you have for me. What do you want me to really share my thoughts on and answer for you? Put it in the chat, put it in the comment section. I see some of you coming up on YouTube. You are welcome. Give us a thumbs up on the video and share the video as well. It helps us a lot because that way we are able to reach a lot of students across the country, across the continent, and across the globe at large, because the more you like the video, the more you share, the more engagement we got on the video, and that is how the video will be pushed so we can reach as many students as possible. So welcome today. Comment in the chat box any questions you have for me. What do you want me to share my thoughts on? I see some of you guys joining. Samuel Kote on Facebook. Thank you for joining, Sesame. Thank you for joining the stream. Thank you very much for joining and sharing our stream always. Thank you very, very much. On YouTube, we see some people put it in the chat box. Abdullah said, hi there. Hello, Abdullah. I hope you're doing well. Sharifa Bimpoma said, hi, Nhyira. I'm with you here. Okay. You are welcome, Sharifa. Alfred Tego said, how to compute common size. Okay. Common size ratio analysis, I guess that is what you're asking about. Okay, I'm going to go into that real quick. And then Mustafa Tunkara said, hi, how are you doing? I'm flourishing, Mustafa, and I hope that you're also doing well. I see some of you guys joining on YouTube. Smash the like button when you join. That way we get more engagement on the video, so YouTube can be able to push the video so we can reach a lot of students, because that is the only way the algorithm will be able to get the video to reach other people. So all we're asking you guys is share the video, give us a thumbs up on the video, because if you are getting value, imagine how much people or how many people we can reach so that we can touch a lot of students and assist a lot of students in that situation for that. Right, so let's go into the discussion real quick. I see some comments coming in. Let me start with them real quick. The issue about common size in that case. So let's look at the situation on common size. Now, when it comes to common size, I think this is going to be critical when it comes to performance evaluation in financial reporting, performance evaluation in public sector accounting and finance. One of the ways we assess an organization's performance or an entity's performance is use the common size analysis. The trick about the common size analysis is that you need to know what goes on when it comes to the statement of financial performance and what goes on when it comes to the statement of financial position. So we have the first one here, the statement of financial performance. Let's see. Statement of financial performance. That is like the statement of profit or loss, okay, something like that. And then statement of financial position. The idea about common size ratio simply has to do with where we are changing the financial statements, representing it as percentages in the books of the organization. Now, the idea is that when it comes to the statement of financial performance, what happens is that the revenue becomes the benchmark for the decision making in that particular situation. So total revenue for the period becomes the basis for the calculation or the preparation of the common size ratio for the statement of financial performance. So is the basis for the preparation of the statement. And I'm going to explain that in a moment. Then when it comes to the statement of financial position, common size ratio, total assets becomes the basis in that particular situation. Is the basis for the preparation in that particular situation. So that is the idea about that one. So you realize that we're going to be preparing the statement of financial performance using total revenue as the basis. Statement of financial position, we're going to be using the total assets as the basis. Now, what does that mean? So let me just illustrate that to you here. So let's say that, I don't know the subject which you are dealing with though, but let's say you are dealing with public sector accounting and finance. You know that the revenue in public sector accounting and finance, let's say we are dealing with a consolidated fund, then that means that we're going to be having issues in relation to direct taxes. In that situation, we're going to be having indirect taxes coming up. Okay, we're going to be having non-tax revenue. In that situation, we're going to be having whatever grants and whatever it is. So I'm just going to bring up some figures real quick in that case. So let's say that on the total level, we're going to have 12,000 here, 42,000 there, 18,000 there, and grants of 5,000, right? So that's the revenue situation there. We add it up in that case, 12,042, that is 54, plus 72, and that'll be 77,000 cedis in that case. Then let's pull up maybe expenses, or if you want the payments coming in. So payments or expenses. Let's use the word payment because this is let's use the word expenses rather than payments. Payment will be used when we are looking at issues in relation to the receipt and payment accounts in that situation. So let's say the payment, let's say we have compensation to employees or compensation for employees, that is going to be coming up in that situation. Let's say whatever, that is 42,000. Okay, then goods and services is one of the items there. Let's say that is 10K. Public debt interest, it's going to be coming in that case, let's say 5,000. We could have other things like social benefits coming up. Okay, you get the idea. I mean, 10K. So this is it, and we get a total for the payments to be 50, 60, 67,000, something like that, so that the operating deficit or operating surplus is going to be 7767. I think that should be 10,000. You can check the arithmetic accuracy of my workings in that case. So this is the statement of financial performance. And if you are preparing the common size ratio, all we do is that we're going to be dealing with the issue in relation to the percentages, and the total revenue become the basis. So contextualizing that in percentages, total tax revenue will be 12,000 divided by 77 times 100, and that's about 16% approximately, that kind of thing. And indirect taxes will be 42 divided by 77 times 100, and that'll be 54.5 in that situation. So that kind of thing. So total revenue becomes the basis. If I come to compensation of employees, it will be 42,000 divided by the total revenue, 77, and that is 54.5. If I go to goods and services, 10,000 divided by 77 times 100, that's about 12.9%, 13%, that kind of thing. So that is how you prepare the common size ratio. The issue here is that we want to find out of the total revenue, how much of that is generated from the various elements of revenue, and then how much of the total revenue goes to the various expenditure. So it tells you here that from this analysis, total 54.5% of total revenue is used to settle goods and services in that particular, is used to settle compensation for employees. And that is not a good thing, because over half of government total revenue is used to settle or pay for goods and services, which means that less amount of money will be available for the payment of other expenditure of government in that situation. So that is the idea about common size ratio. If we talk about that, that is the idea about common size ratio. I see some of you guys joining. Welcome to the live stream. Comment in the chat box any questions you have for me, and also most importantly, make sure that you smash the like button on the video, because it helps us a lot to reach as many students as possible in that situation. Thank you very much. I see some of you with a thumbs up on the video. God bless you. We really appreciate that, and it helps us a lot to grow in that case. And I see some other comments coming in. Let's take the other questions coming in. On Facebook, I see Yusuf said, good evening, Nhyira. Good evening, Yusuf. Charles Basso said, hi, Nhyira, good evening. Sir, I missed you. God bless you for the valuable impact you are making in the lives of many young ones. Amen. And God bless you too. Thank you very much. Let's come back to YouTube. Let's see if we'll get some questions coming up there. Mustafa said, hi, how are you doing? I'm good, Mustafa. George Lamba Marcus said, good evening. You do? Oh, okay, thank you. John said, hi, sir, how are you? I'm flourishing. Whatever comments, what else do I have here? Then we see Mr. Nhyira, as we know in some countries, the ACCA does not work. What do you suggest for a person living in such country to do to be qualified as an ACCA certified holder? Can he have it online? I don't know if you are referring to our lectures, but yes, if you want to have lectures online with us for your local professional examination, depending on the country you are in, yes, that is possible. All you have to do is you can send us a message on WhatsApp, +233 050 114 9290. So you can WhatsApp this number, and whatever details will be sent to you in that case. Mustafa said, sir, I need a lecture on company accounts. When you say company accounts, you don't mention anything. Got to be specific on what you mean by company accounts. Augustine Boateng said, hi. Hello, Augustine. It's been a while. I hope you're doing well. Amina Sam said, hi, Nhyira. Hello, Amina. I hope you're good. I hope you finished solving the question. George said, sir, can you please lecture on IFRS 9, financial instrument? Now, that's a whole deal in that situation. There are a lot of videos on the channel. You can check the playlist title Accounting Standards Series, and you can watch the video there on IFRS 9. If you have a specific question about IFRS 9, then I could answer in that situation. But teaching the whole IFRS 9 right now will prevent me to answer some other questions coming in. So you can check the channel. I have about 3 or 4 videos on IFRS 9, various aspects of it, and that will help you in that situation. Mustafa said it's part of our course online, and we are having exams by next month. Like I said, if you are looking for a lecture per what you are saying, maybe that will be a private tuition or something like that. Please know that our private tuition starts at 1,600 Ghana cedis per paper. That is our private tuition. It starts at 1,600 Ghana cedis per paper. That is the entry price. This gives you access to our online lecture videos as well as our ebooks. So you get videos, you get question kits, then you will be able to have a one-on-one session with me via Zoom, 2.5 hours. That is 2.5 hours once per week in that situation, and that is going to be running for 3 months in that case. So if you want a private class, that is how it's going to be. And the 1,600 is the entry level price. If you want more periods, it could be added and the fee could go up to whatever amount that it has to go. But the entry level is 1,600 Ghana cedis per paper. So if what you are requesting for, it's like a private tuition, then you should be preparing around that budget. But like I said, you can WhatsApp this number, 05011499296, and then whatever be the case will be provided to you. Abdullah said, what is settlement means in accounting vernacular? Settlement means making payments, literally. So when we say we are settling something, it means we are solving it. It's no more in our accounts or no more in our books. So for instance, you owe someone and then you are paying the person off. What it means is that you are actually settling the person in that particular situation. So settlement will be like making payments so you don't owe again, or in other situation, meaning that you have dealt with the item already and it's no longer in your books. Frederick Kondo said, good evening. Please, FR, November 2021, question 3. Can you explain the footnotes? III on lease. The balance brought forward is 60,000. Brown preferred 60,000 in the working is not clear to me. I don't understand. November 2021. I mean, we are in 2021, so how come we've reached 2021 already? So please check that out again to clarify that. Richard Eshon said, good evening, Nhyira. Good evening, Richard. I hope you're doing well. Watching your videos for my exams next week. Philip Mark Osra. Okay, that's great to hear. Ehas Timothy said, good evening, sir. Good evening. Ola Dosu Ibrahim said, good evening, sir. Good evening. Mau Femo Agboedo said, good evening, Nhyira. Good evening, Mau Femo. That's my name as well, though. You don't know about that, right? I'm also Mau Femo. Abdullah said, please, could you tell us the tuition fee in US dollars? How long does the class take? Will there be any certificates? Oh, please note that our lectures are for the ACCA UK or ICA Ghana, that kind of thing. So ACCA UK, ICA Ghana, and other jurisdictional examination, which has relationship with the Institute of Chartered Accountants Ghana course. So our lectures are for these professional examination. We currently don't have certificate programs that we run and issue certificates in that particular situation. Mhondiwa, hey my goodness, I can't even mention the name. Can you assist me with the exam technique for CDA? I've got exams in June. I'm in Zimbabwe. We've shared a lot of thoughts on exam techniques, but what I've always mentioned is the academic success triangle in that situation. And I mentioned that the first thing you want to do is to understand the key principles and concepts underlining the subjects that you are learning. So spend the time to understand the key principles and concepts in that case. Now, you need to understand that when it comes to dealing with this particular situation here, for instance, if you are doing financial reporting, then the key principles under financial reporting will be what? The accounting standards. So you make sure you understand the accounting standards. You make sure you understand the ratios and interpretation of the ratios. You make sure you understand ethics. That is, if that is also part of the scope of your syllabus. So you spend time to understand the key principles. Then you must know the exam structure. So this is where you get some examination analysis document to guide you on the structure of the examination, the trend of the examination, and then the key areas that the examiner has always been excited about. Then once you understand that, you can practice as many questions as possible so you'll be able to position yourself to pass the exams. So if you mention or if you ask me on the issue in relation to that case, then you have to look at that. And like I said, we've shared a lot of techniques on how to study, how to retain a lot of information, One of the things I mentioned is to study at your peak time. You study at your peak time. Your peak time is when you are more productive. One of the things also is to create a better environment for yourself whilst learning in that particular situation. And you have to also know about your emotions and all that and be able to balance all that as you prepare for the exam. So you can check the how-to playlist on our channel and you'll get a lot of techniques and strategies on the exams, and that will help you in that particular situation. Sharifa bin Palmer said, how do I differentiate a specific borrowing and general borrowing? I don't know the context within which you are asking this question, Sharifa, but specific borrowings are borrowings for, like the name suggests, specific undertaking. For instance, if an entity borrows money for the construction of an asset, then that will be referred to as specific borrowing. But if an entity borrows money for the day-to-day running of the organization, then that will be general borrowings in that particular situation. So specific borrowings, the loans are for a specific purpose, whilst general borrowings relates to the general operations of the company in that case. So Sharifa, that is the issue about that. Specific borrowing, the loan is for a specific item of expenditure. General borrowings, the loan is for maybe the day-to-day running of the organization in that case. And then Hondi was, I don't know if I mentioned your name right, but he said, can you do a video on what is included in the individual courses offered on the website? I don't know if you are referring to our study portal. When you go to the website, you will know what is included in the individual courses in that particular situation. Once you go to the website, you will know exactly what is included in each course there. We have our executive revision sessions that starts at 1,600 Ghana cedis, like I mentioned earlier. So whatever subject you open, if it is about financial management, if you open financial management, you see the cost structure, you see everything that has been included there in that situation. So when you visit the website, you'll be able to know what is covered under each of the subjects in that case. If it is management accounting that you're looking for, when you open it, you realize that the content covered in the course, you will see that there in that case. Like I said, our lectures, our contents are for ACCA students, ICA students, and students doing other jurisdictional certification, professional qualification programs in that case. Sharifa, let me know if what I said makes sense for you, for the general and specific. Osman said, please help me with what I posted in the page. Thanks. It's like you jumped. Well, you posted something on our page. What the heck could that be? Well, I need to zoom this thing out. Let's see. On 1st April 2021, Frisco acquired an item of land and a lease that had an implicit cost of this per annum. The lease payment in the trial balance represents an initial deposit of 2 million paid on 1st April this, and the first annual rentals for the 4 years. The present value of the lease payment, excluding the initial payment, was 23 million Ghana cedis. Plant and equipment other than lease property is depreciated at this per annum using the reducing balance method. No depreciation or amortization has been charged for the year. I kind of, they made a first payment of 2 million. Okay, and a further agreement require a further annual payment of 6 million on 31st March each year for the next 4 years. Okay. Okay. Frisco entered the lease payment in the trial balance. It's this amount. On 31st March each year. Okay. Okay. So after the 1st April, on 31st March each year, they make payments. So this is like a more like a payment in advance in that particular situation. And the present, so if it is like a payment in advance, what is going to be happening is that, what is the financial year? Oh, 6 million paid on 31st March. What is the financial year, Osmano? Maybe the account is prepared. Okay, you have brought that up. The account is prepared on 31st March. Okay, so if the account is prepared on 31st March, okay, that means payment is made at the end of the year then. Then payment is made at the end of the year. I was thinking it's at the beginning of the year. So in that case, payment is made at the end of the year. So they entered the deal on 1st April, 31st March. Okay. Yes, so what you do is that you bring the year balance brought forward, interest rate implicit in the lease is going to come up. You bring your payments in that situation. You get your balance carry forward. In that case, the interest implicit in the lease is 10% per annum. So for the 31st March, we're going to have the opening balance, the present value of the lease payment, 23,000 coming up. So we do 10% of that, that'll be 2,300. The lease payment of 6 million each, it's going to be coming here. In that situation, yeah, so what would you have? Can you help me with some answers here real quick? 23 minus, plus 2.3 minus 6, that's 19,300. Now it looks like because payments are made at the end of the year, what's going to be happening here is that, now I don't know what is happening in the trial balance. What? He said in the trial balance, there is 800 Ghana cedis at the debit side. What is the 800 Ghana cedis at the debit side? Okay, I think it's rather 8,000. That 8,000 in the trial balance represents the first payment of 2,000 plus the payment at the end of the year, 6,000. Remember, the lease payment is really not our headache here. So we're going to be doing the workings. Now, because the payment is made at the end of the year, we will do for 2 periods. So this will be maybe 31st March 20x2. Then we'll do 31st March 20x3. So this will be 19,300. We get 10% of that. That'll be 1930. The same 6,000 comes in there. So 19,300 plus 1930 minus 6,000. That's 15,220. 230. So this figure, the second year figure, will be non-current liability. The difference between the first and the second becomes the current liability. So 19,300 minus 15,230, that'll be 4,070. Now, in the current year ended, this 2,300 goes to the profit or loss account, okay, as the finance cost for the period under consideration. Now, the 8 million in the trial balance, I've given you the breakdown of that. That is about how much that was paid for the year for the lease. Now, the lease payment doesn't come in the P&L account. It is the interest and the depreciation in that case. So on this asset, I don't think they have charged any depreciation yet. So if you look at it, the right of use of the asset is going to be the value for the leased asset. I don't know what is provided in the trial balance though, but if you don't take care, the value for the leased asset will be the initial deposit of 2,000, okay, plus the 23,000, so that it becomes 25,000. So the value of the leased asset will be 25,000, and that will be depreciated over 4 years. So you calculate depreciation on that as well. 25,000 over 4, and 25 over 4, that's going to give us 5125 or so. 25,000 divided by 4, 625 rather, 6250. So that's the depreciation. Then you get a carrying amount or carrying value, and that will be 25,000 minus 6250, and that will be what will go to the balance sheet as the lease property 18750. In the income statement, we will take this depreciation amount in the P&L account. Then the finance cost also goes in the P&L account. So based on what you have given me, this is how you do the treatment for this particular footnotes in that situation. Remember, payments are made on 31st March, which is the end of the year. So if payments are made on the end of the year, you do the schedule for 2 periods, and then the second period becomes the non-current liability. The difference between the first and the second becomes the current liability in that situation. But then the other plans, excluding the lease property, so it means in the trial balance, if there are other plans there, you will go and deduct the 25,000 from that figure. You would go and deduct 25,000 from that figure so that you get the other plans. Then you can depreciate that using the reducing balance basis at 25%. Because if you remember, they said no depreciation has been charged. So you charge that, and then depreciation should be taken to cost of sales in that situation there. Okay, so he said, thanks a lot. Right, you're welcome. Sharifa said, sir, please, and the treatment. When you say the treatment, I don't really understand. In what context are you asking the question, Sharifa? The specific, because if it is a specific borrowing, okay, what happens is that the interest expenses will be capitalized. If it is about a qualifying asset, then the interest expenses is capitalized. Okay, because it could be a qualifying asset. When we say the interest expenses is qualified, it's capitalized, so it means you debit the property, plant, and equipment that we built with the money, and then you credit cash or maybe payables if the interest is outstanding for the period under consideration. But with general borrowings, I mean, it's general. So what is going to happen is that you just debit your P&L under finance cost real quick, and then you credit cash or payables if the amount is outstanding in that situation. So Sharifa, that is the issue there if you ask me about the treatment for that particular scenario in that case. Let's see, do we have other questions coming up? Mandy Q said, hello, Nhyira, good evening. Please, what is the nature of this evening's live sessions? Are we just asking random questions, or there is something you are taking us through? No, I'm answering some questions that you will be having in that situation. So if you have some questions, you can bring it up. That's what I'm doing today exclusively. Slow D said, I want to know when your next lecture will begin for the ICAG Ghana exams in November. We'll start with November lectures first week in July. So you can WhatsApp this number 050-114-9296, 050-114-9296. However, our online portal is on demand, so you can visit our online portal and get access to the content and even start learning ahead of time in that particular situation. So you can visit NhyiraPremium.com and enroll in a course if you want to start learning even before the lectures start. Someone said, what? Sharifa, let me know whether my explanation for your question works best for what you were looking for. Lukman said, hi, Nhyira. Will the industry average always be given in the question? If not, how do you calculate the industry average? When you say industry average, are you asking that in terms of ratios, I guess? I don't know what you mean by industry average though, but clarify that. If you are talking about ratios, you don't compare it to industry average all the time. It could be previous year records, or it could be a similar company's financial statement in that situation there. So let me know what exactly you mean by that. Then is it possible to schedule a call with you or one of your agents tomorrow? If possible, WhatsApp call. My message on WhatsApp haven't been replied. Okay, I don't know what message you sent though, but I think my assistant should reply your messages by now if it's really about something that you are making an inquiry about in that situation. But no problem. You can still, since you have the WhatsApp line already, you can still just send hi right now. I could check that for you and see if we can schedule the call like you are mentioning in that situation. If we can schedule the call in that situation. So yes, it will be possible to schedule a call, so you can connect with me there so we know what we can do. Tugas World said, hi Nhyira, it's been a while since you touched on financial management on this channel. Yeah, that is true, Tugas World. But what in financial management do you want me to share my thought on? Maybe you have a question in a certain aspect of financial management. You know, I could touch on it, Tugas World, for you in that situation. So I don't know what you are excited about, but if you ask me a question about financial management, I'll touch on it in that situation. Mandy said, can you please go through consolidation of income statement as in profit or loss? I don't understand the profit attributable to owners. Profit attributable, that means that like you have even finished the financial statements. I mean, that's a whole lecture on its own in that situation. But if you say you don't understand the profit attributable to owners, what it means is that when you finish and get your consolidated profit for the year, that consolidated profit for the year figure must be splitted into the non-controlling interest. So you take non-controlling interest share of that profit, and then when you deduct it, and that gives you the issue in relation to the non-controlling interest for the parents. And that is owners of parents. So what you can do is check our channel on the playlist on consolidated financial statements. We have lectures on the channel on consolidation, and you can watch it step by step. I went through the principles step by step: group structure, net asset of subsidiary, goodwill calculation, fair value of consideration, NCI, group retained earnings, intra-group trading, statement of profit or loss, statement of financial position. So what I will say is check out the video on the channel in that particular case, so that you will be able to understand how the various treatments are supposed to be done in that particular situation there. So you can check on our channel and it should be able to get something coming up there. Then let's see if we have other questions as well coming up there on Facebook. Okay. Okay. Okay, then let's go back to YouTube and pick up some questions from there. Yes, I've watched all that, but I think the focus was on statement of profit or loss only, not income statement. Statement of profit or loss is the same as income statement. Mandy, statement of profit or loss is the same as income statement. So which one are you really talking about? Statement of profit or loss is the same as income statement. We use these interchangeably, but it is the same thing virtually in that situation. So I don't know what you mean. Oh, okay, financial position. Financial position, okay. If you're talking about financial position in that situation, then, and you said you don't understand profit attributable to owners. In financial position, we don't do profit attributable to owners. If anything, sorry, I meant we treated financial position, not income statements. Oh, okay. Yeah, because of time constraints, we don't have time to really go through everything on the channel like that. So that is why if, for instance, you are enrolled in our full course, then you'll be able to get access to all the content. But on the channel, because of time limitations, we will not be able to go through all of the issues that we have to go through in that situation. So that is why maybe that is not available yet on the channel, but we've not done that. And in case we have to do that, we will really look at that in that case. Philip said, please, can you help me with accruals and prepayment for income and expenses in the T account? It confuses me most of the time. Accruals and prepayment, that will be a level 1 issue. That is a whole topic on its own. That's a whole topic on its own in financial accounting, like level 1 situations. So maybe not today because that's a whole topic and I wouldn't be able to share my thoughts on a whole topic today because of the time constraints we have. Leonard said, what is the 3 major functions of an international financial reporting standard? What's the 3 major functions of an international financial reporting standard? I don't understand that question. When you say function of the International Financial Reporting Standard, I mean, what exactly do you mean? I don't know. Amina, can you explain environmental accounting? Environmental accounting is a whole thing on its own. I will not talk about it here because of time constraints, but I'll share my thoughts on that this evening in our class. So when you join the class tonight, it's one of the things I'll be discussing with you guys this evening. So I will share on this one in the main class. Because of time constraints, it will not be, I will not be able to discuss the whole issue in that situation. So we will look at that in the main class today. Okay. Any other questions coming up for us? Okay, Mandy said thank you, right? Okay. Your videos have been super helpful, like your name. You've really been a blessing. I wanted an opportunity to say God bless you. God bless you so richly and abundantly. Thank you. God bless you too. Lokman Jackman said, so from July, it's 1,006 per course, right? No. The 1,600 Ghana cedis is for our private tuition, please. That's for our private class. If you want private class, our main course online currently it's 390 Ghana cedis per paper. That's a traditional thing. 390 Ghana cedis per paper. That is our current online course fee per paper. If on campus, the fees is different, but online is 390 Ghana cedis. The 1,600 Ghana cedis per paper, this is for our private tuition, and that is, like I said, an entry-level price. I mean, that is the entry-level price. If the students want the lectures to be designed in a certain way with certain specific periods, then that price will go up in that situation. But this is for our private tuition, and it is 1,600 Ghana cedis per paper in that case. So the normal cost is 390 Ghana cedis, and that gives you access to join our main class or main course in that case. So let's see any other questions. Let's see if we have some things coming up on Facebook in that situation. Kindly explain the three major functions of International Financial Reporting Standard. Oh, like I said, I don't understand that question. No. Functions of International Financial Reporting Standard. I don't understand the context of the question, so I don't know what to comment on that. Mandy said, please, which campus is it? And do you offer tuition for management, accounting, and financial management? How much for the physical class? We are located at Dakoman, near the Dakoman Circle Station, Accra. So we are located at Dakoman, near the Dakoman Circle Station, Accra. Currently, our on-campus fees is 525 Ghana cedis per paper in that situation. So 525 Ghana cedis per paper. Like I said, you can call or WhatsApp 05011499296, 05011499296, and I can, you'll be given any details that you need for our class in that case. I'm trying to get a context of the question that you are asking for functions of International Financial Reporting Standard, but I still cannot get a context because are you talking about International Financial Reporting Standard Board, International Financial Reporting Committee, or like what is it? Generically like that, I really don't know the context of the question in that situation, so I cannot really give you a solid comment in that case. Right, so what's going to happen is that for those of you who are following me on Instagram, you realize that we've posted something on my Instagram page. We're going to be running this session through to Sunday, which means that tomorrow I'm going to come your way. Saturday, I want to come your way. And Sunday, I'm going to be coming your way as well in that situation. And whatever discussion we're going to be having will be posted on my Instagram page. So you want to make sure that you follow me on Instagram. Tomorrow, what is going to be happening is that I'll be focusing on a specific subject tomorrow, so that, I mean, tomorrow we'll deal with some specific subjects, Friday, specific subject, Saturday, specific, Sunday, specific in relation to that. So you follow me on Instagram so that you can know exactly what we'll be sharing tomorrow on the call or on the discussion. So you will be able to join in that case. So if you're not following me on Instagram, make sure you follow me on Instagram. It's Nhyira Premium, the same name on the channel as well as on YouTube here, and you'll be able to get access to the discussion there. Thank you. Is it also possible to predict the IAS standards that are likely to appear in each season? For example, if IIFRS 16 was examined last sitting, is it possible to be repeated next season? Oh yeah, we have our examination analysis that we share with our students. We don't put that really out in the on YouTube like this in that situation. So our students will have access to that. It's part of what we do here, and we provide them with some framework on the things they would have to focus on in order for them to pass the exam. So that is our examination analysis document, and we provide that to our paid students. That is exclusive for our paid students for them to get access to that. So that one I will not be able to share here on YouTube. I will just give you some general idea, but that is one of the benefits that our paid students will get for registering with us, where we give them our examination analysis documents to provide them with the key areas they have to focus on in order for them to really structure and pass the exams in that situation. So Monday, that will not be available for YouTube consumption, but it's available to our paid students in that situation. So I'll be concluding around here today. We have, can I pay now for that document? No, please. We don't sell our examination analysis. It's not sold. It's just part of our courses to our paid students. We don't sell the, hey, how can I sell an examination analysis document Monday? That's not possible. It's not sold. It's just part of what we do for our students here, but we don't sell it. It's not sold. So it's part for our paid students. So our paid students who pay 390 Ghana cedis per paper, whatever it is, they get access to the lecture videos, they get access to the ebooks, they get access to join our Zoom sessions, they get access to a personalized mentorship session with me, and they get access as well to the examination analysis document. So we don't give the analysis out like that, but it's for our paid students in that situation. So that is what I would say there. Right, so God willing, tomorrow I'm going to be specific. I want to be general. Today I wanted to pick your questions up. And some of the questions that I received from last week, I'll be sharing some thoughts on them from tomorrow. So you follow me on Instagram. Tomorrow morning, we're going to be posting on my Instagram page what we'll be discussing tomorrow. And then you can then make time to join in that situation if it applies to the subjects that you are writing in there. So I'll be concluding around here today, and God willing, tomorrow we will do some specifics. Friday, we will do some specifics. Saturday, some specifics, and then Sunday, some specifics as we really find out how we're going to be preparing for the examination in that situation. So I'm ending around here. I'm in our management accounting class. Actually starts in about 30 or 40 minutes from now. So I want to go there real quick and then spend some time with our students here as well on campus in that case. So thank you very much for joining the stream. It's always a pleasure coming your way, and thank you very much for your questions and your video sharing, your support and all that. We really appreciate that, and it helps us to grow a lot. Because you can see the channel is growing. We are reaching a lot of students, and really it helps us a lot. We receive your messages of thanks, your messages of blessing, and we really appreciate it. That is my objective. That is my goal. I didn't have that opportunity, but I said that, hey, if I get to that position where I'll be able to assist a lot of students, that is the purpose for the YouTube channel. That is the purpose for this live stream, so that I'll come your way, provide you with some assistance, provide you with some guidelines, so that you get a blueprint you need in order for you to go to the exam hall, write the exams, pass the examination, but most importantly, take your life to the next level in that case. So thank you very much for continued support, for continuously joining us, and I'll see you same time tomorrow at 4:30 p.m. as we focus on something specific relating to the exams. Remember to follow me on Instagram at Nhyira Premium, because the details will be posted there, and you'll get an opportunity to be able to join me on the live stream, so I assist you to better prepare well for the examination. So see you same time tomorrow, 4:30 p.m. as we continue with our discussion. Stay safe and stay blessed. Bye-bye.